Hi there, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you how to make this cute pumpkin for the fall season. Okay, so to start my project, I started with roughly 14 strips of designer series paper, and I cut them at 1 by 6, and you can alter this project to make it any size you really want. So I've got 14 strips, and I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to cut, I want to make sure I got the right hole. I'm going to put a hole in the center of my strips. And I'm going to do it on both sides, and then I'm going to attach a brad. I'm going to put one for the top in one direction, and then for the bottom I'm going to turn my brad the other way. So that I know that that's my bottom. And, oop, my brad's a little bent, sorry. And I'm going to put this in the other direction and poke that through. And lock it, like so. Then where my bottom is, I'm simply just going to bend that a little bit so I get a little bit of flexibility in there. And oops, didn't have my brad locked closed. Let me try another one. That one does not want to work. So again, I'm just going to take my brad, poke it through, and then bend it around my paper like so. And then all I'm simply going to do is just start fanning out my paper. And again, I will move this and break this out as I'm moving my paper around. And you just want to just start pulling all your paper out and around. Okay, when you're done and you have all of your paper separated out, again, you just want to kind of make your shape so it looks like your pumpkin. Don't forget, all pumpkins are different sizes. So just kind of play with it and squish it and smash it down and kind of whatever you want to do to get its shape. Okay, the next thing I did was I cut 2 strips of paper that are about 1/4 inch wide. And I'm just going to take some water to them and just lightly mist them. That's all it is water. And then I just want to take some kind of a pen or something, and all I want to do is simply wrap this around the pen. And you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. And you're going to let this dry. And it won't take too long. You could even take your heat gun to it if you wanted to. So I'm going to set them aside and let those dry. Then I'm using the new Paisley print stamp set, and I'm going to be using the leaf from this stamp set. And I'm simply just going to lay this down and apply it to my block. And then using some different fall colors. Oop, I lost it there, sorry. Didn't have it pushed on hard enough. And just using some of my fall ink colors. I'm going to use a red and ink that up and stamp that onto my paper. And anytime I'm going to use the same stamp and clean in between it, I'll just take a baby wipe and I just quickly wipe off the extra color. And then you can always just blot it onto a paper towel to dry it off, or just stamp it down on your paper to make sure it's good and dry. And then I'm going to take my green. I'll use my darker green. And then I'm going to take my green galore, which is a lighter green, and again all I do is take my baby wipe, wipe off in between to get the color off, stamp it out to make sure it's dry, and then stamp up my new color. Like so. And then just taking my shears, I'm just going to cut out the images that I stamped. Okay, and then once I have all my leaves punched out, I'm just going to take a pop dart and put them on the back of my leaves because I want to give my leaves some dimension. And I'm going to put them down near the bottom as close as I can possibly get them. And I simply just want to start kind of assembling my leaves on top of my pumpkin. And I'm just going to kind of place them where I think that they would look good. You can just use adhesive at this part too. You don't really need to pop them. I just like the way that they kind of stand up from there. And then the green strips that we had aside and we're drying, you just kind of want to stretch them out. And you can make it smaller and you can cut it down just depending on how big your pumpkin is and how much swirl that you want. And again, just taking some adhesive. I'll just kind of flatten that out so I can get some adhesive on there. And then I will just attach that onto the pumpkin also. And there you have a really cute fall decoration. Thanks for joining me. Bye.